So hey there, beautiful people. Would you like to find out about a nutrient that helps with weight loss, decreases blood sugars, increases energy, and is a super antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals and is also anti-aging? Then stick around here on Lindy Ford Nutrition and Wellness, and it's coming right up. So this is Lindy Ford, registered dietitian, clinical and licensed nutritionist, and nutrition detective. Like I promised, we're going to talk about alpha lipoic acid, that super antioxidant. I use it a lot in my practice. I have been using it for years, and I want to tell you why today. And I actually want to also give you some caveats or things that you need to know about it so that you don't make mistakes with it. And what is ALA? I'm just going to call it ALA. It's alpha lipoic acid, and from now on out I'll probably just call it ALA. It is an antioxidant that is naturally occurring in the body. It's in every single cell of your body, and you can get it from food, but you can also, it's called conditionally essential, which means that you make some in your body, which you don't need from food, and you can get it from food. So what is unique about it is that it is water and fat soluble, unlike other antioxidants like vitamin E that is fat soluble and it can only work in a lipid environment, and vitamin C that is water soluble. It's so cool because alpha lipoic acid can actually work in both mediums. So that's one of the great things about it. But also, some research also suggests that it can regenerate an already used up vitamin C and vitamin E and other antioxidants that have already neutralized free radicals. Amazing. What foods is it found in? So it's found in broccoli and spinach, and it's found in grass-fed beef, and it's found in organ meats and tomatoes and beets and Brussels sprouts and those kinds of foods. So you might be thinking, why don't I just eat a whole bunch of it so I can get just a ton of it in my diet? And that's a great idea, but unfortunately it decreases as we age. It also decreases with stress, and it decreases with a poor diet to begin with. And so that just covers about 90% of us. So it is a good idea to supplement with ALA, but again, there's some caveats to that. And because if you want to get a therapeutic amount, if you're using it for any of the conditions that I'm just about to tell you, the benefits I'm about to tell you about, it's really important that you get it in a therapeutic dose, and you're going to have to supplement, or you're going to have to eat about 4 pounds of broccoli every day. I don't have time to eat that much broccoli. So what are some of the benefits of getting more alpha lipoic acid into your system, and perhaps even supplementing with it? Well, the first thing is that it neutralizes free radicals, which means that it is a super antioxidant, and it can prevent or even treat some forms of cancer. The second thing is that it increases energy on a cellular level. That means it protects the mitochondria of the cell. Now, what is the mitochondria of the cell? Basically, that's the energy producing factory of the cell. That's where you get your energy at the most basic level. It's also a synergist to B vitamins, and we know B vitamins are great for energy as well. It helps to make B vitamins more effective. Some athletes even use it to increase their athletic performance. Number 3 is that there are some studies, some small studies, that show that it can help with weight loss. And why does it do that? It promotes the breakdown of fat and inhibits the formation of new fat cells. Now, that doesn't mean that you can take your ALA and wash it down with Coke, okay? You can't do that, or eat, a big McDonald's meal with it, and it's going to neutralize all of the bad effects of that. But it does help a little bit with weight loss. This is another thing, that it helps with diabetes and the complications from diabetes, and helps to lower insulin, or actually increase insulin sensitivity. Huge problem with about 70% of my patients, even the ones that are not presenting with diabetes yet. There are those insulin metabolisms like me that really need that extra help. And number 5, There are some studies that show that ALA helps with heart disease by lowering cholesterol as well as blood pressure. Number 6, it preserves eye health. Again, remember, super antioxidant. Remember, neutralizing free radicals. That helps with every cell of your body. And there's oxidative stress that can damage eyes and cause vision problems, and it prevents macular degeneration, helps to prevent retinal damage as well as cataracts and glaucoma. A wonderful benefit of it. It also, number 7, prevents memory loss or cognitive decline. ALA crosses the blood-brain barrier, which many nutrients can't do. And what does that do? It protects your brain tissue. And studies are showing that if Alzheimer's patients take ALA combined with high EPA fish oil, I'm going to do another video on that altogether. I just am over the moon about high EPA fish oil. I've got a lot of my patients on it. When you combine those two things, it helps the Alzheimer's patients. Number 8, it protects the skin inside and out. There are a lot of very high-priced skin creams out there. I can think of one line in particular, like Perricone, that actually put ALA in their skin cream. So helps the skin on the inside as well as the outside to resist that oxidative stress from all of the environmental pollutants that we have. Here's the last thing, and this is number 9, and this is that it is a heavy metal chelator. Now that can be good or bad. So be careful with this one. This is the caveat. This is the one that you need to be careful about, is that yes, it does attach. Chelation means that that nutrient attaches to the heavy metal and hopefully it gets expelled out of the body. But the problem with ALA is that it has a short half-life. That means it is only active for a very short time, 3 to 4 hours. And so if you have heavy metals in your body, you're going to need to take it at intervals of 3 to 4 hours. So it's best to take it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you always, with any supplement, anything that I mention on this channel, you need to check with a healthcare professional before you start a supplement regimen and before you start any kind of supplement. So with this is no exception. With ALA, you do need to check to see if you are a candidate for using it. Now, how much do I normally use in my practice? Anywhere, it depends on the condition. It just depends on what the person is presenting with. So anywhere from 300 to 1,200 milligrams. Let's say somebody does have diabetes or heart disease, I'm probably going to use a little bit more on them. For a maintenance, it could be anywhere from 300 to 600 milligrams a day. Now, some studies suggest it's best on an empty stomach, but then I looked at some of the other studies that it had great benefit even taken with food. So I'm not really sure about that one. Probably would be best if you took it on an empty stomach, but take it any way that you can. Here is another thing about ALA. It comes in 2 forms. So it comes in the R form and it comes in the S form. And these are called isomers. And in the R form, it's thought, we're not completely sure about this, not 100% sure, but it's thought to be a more natural form and the form that the body makes on its own and can use more readily. So if you buy ALA in the R form, it's probably going to be twice as expensive as an ALA that just says alpha lipoic acid on the bottle. I use just alpha lipoic acid, and maybe I use a little bit more with my patients because it is a mixed, it's called a racemic mix, which means it has 50% of the R form and 50% of the S form. So that's how I do it. I might in the future just transition over to just the R form, but I haven't decided to do that yet. So I just wanted to tell you about this amazing nutrient. Declines as we age. We don't get really enough of it. Most of us over 40 really don't get enough of it. And so I think that it may have some efficacy for you and maybe even some people in your family to try it with the advice of a medical professional again. And just thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. Please comment below below if you actually take ALA and if you've had good or bad experiences with it. And just if you could just like that little button down there. Thank you so much for liking this video, as well as subscribing to this YouTube channel. There's another somewhere. There's a little button down there that you can subscribe to the channel, as well as following me on Twitter and liking me on my Facebook page, which is Lindy Ford Nutrition and Wellness. I post all the time, just good, solid information that is going to help you and your family. And just remember that you deserve the freedom to live your best life.